My name is Assistant Commissioner Richard Chambers, and I would like to talk with you about the events in Hamilton last night and then events in Auckland City here today. I'll then make a few general comments and open it up for questions. Last night at about 7:50 p.m, police were acting on information where we went to an address in O'Donoghue Street, Hillcrest. We were concerned for the safety and well-being of an individual and had information to suggest that he was in possession of a high-powered firearm and that he may use that against himself, police or members of the public. The man was not there when we first went to the address. However, we were back at the address at approximately 10 p.m. When he arrived in his vehicle. On arrival, he exited his car and used the firearm against my staff, firing a number of shots. We responded with fire and he was hit and sadly fatally injured. My colleagues administered first aid straight away. He did pass away a short time later. During the course of last night's events in Hamilton, one of our colleagues was also injured where he fell over and banged his head, and he's currently in the Waikato Hospital about to undergo surgery. My sympathies, our sympathies in police are with the family of the man who's passed away, and we will provide the support to his family as required. But we're also working very hard to provide sufficient support to our own people to ensure that they make the best possible recovery from what is a very traumatic and challenging situation for police officers in dealing with volatile situations such as this. I'll now move on to what occurred in Auckland City today. At about 10:45 this morning, police were notified of a vehicle that had been stolen from a Church Street, Penrose address. Fortunately, our Police Eagle helicopter was nearby and was able to track the movements of that vehicle as it moved along main arterials in the city. The driving was very poor, very dangerous, and it crashed at the corner of Main Highway and Great South Road in Ellerslie. Police staff were very quickly there, and as they moved forward to the crashed vehicle, they noticed the offending driver holding a firearm to the head of a member of the public. As a result, my colleagues fired a shot. However, that offender was able to steal the vehicle belonging to that member of the public who was having the firearm held to their head. The offender was able to escape, but very quickly priority was for my staff to move forward and rescue the member of the public who had been injured as the vehicle left the scene. We are providing that member of the public with adequate support given the seriousness of the situation. As a result of what had just occurred at that intersection, a pursuit was authorised, and police vehicles and Eagle continued to follow the fleeing driver. The behaviour of that offender continued to be putting himself and the public and my staff at risk, and it crashed at the corner of Great South Road and South Eastern Highway. As police approached the crashed vehicle, again we saw the offender holding a firearm to the head of a member of the public. My staff were very courageous. They moved forward and they fired a shot which has injured the offender. That has allowed the member of the public to get away, and my staff have moved in very quickly to arrest the offender and provide him with adequate first aid given the nature of his injuries. He was taken quickly to hospital and remains in a serious but stable condition. With situations such as the events in Hamilton last night and also in Auckland today, obviously you'll appreciate that police investigations are underway, as well as IPCA investigations, and anything that we need to do to debrief and review and consider the events as they unfolded in terms of police response. What I would like to say is that my staff have done a remarkable job today, and I acknowledge the courage that they showed in moving forward in terms of what was a very volatile, high-risk and life-threatening situation. I am aware that there is some footage circulating online that may have been taken by members of the public today. Can I please ask that the public respects the situation that we are now investigating, and please provide police with that footage if you have it. It is likely to assist our investigation. I think that should be the priority of the public in terms of supporting police and this investigation and the members of the public who have been caught up in this today, rather than share that on social media. If you do have footage, please provide that to police.